Hello. So, this is really weird. I've been having dreams about my son, me and Amber's son. We were at somewhere where I was planning on going in the future, and he got in trouble in school, and that was pretty surprising and weird. Well, anyways, as I was waking up, I thought the birds were telling me that she was with somebody else, some other guy, and when I was working that day, I thought I would write down the date when I saw him, just in case. And then I suddenly, as I was doing that, I thought that maybe she was pregnant from the person she was sleeping with, and that maybe it was his kid. And so I totally freaked out and wanted to, warn her. And then I had another dream, and this time we were living together, and I wasn't allowed to get into the shower with her, and it was because I'm not sure, but it was because he was trying to guilt trip me so I would not do meth, I guess. And I was packing my things, and I guess this person, it was my son or something, was packing left of me. At first, I thought maybe it was her boyfriend or something, but that didn't make sense because we were living together. I wouldn't be poly, and I think she was just trying to make him the most attractive man because he was our son. Well, anyways, so, because a baby I thought was different, but maybe the baby was the same person, or maybe we had two kids. Well, anyways, he was packing on everything in a car, and I was packing in my car, and I was on the right side. So I guess me being on the right to organize my things would be like getting adderall. It would be like getting adderall, and him being on the left. So that means I could leave it out, maybe, and he would get into it or something. I don't know. But I would never. Why would I do meth though? If I could get adderall, that's way better. And there's no way I'm going to be that. I hate this stuff. I absolutely hate it. I just know I'm not going to be doing it as a father, especially. No way. No way it would be mine. But I mean, they were saying I wasn't supposed to get in the shower with her, so I wasn't supposed to be clean, I was on it from my doctor maybe. So maybe it was adderall. Well, anyways, so this song I just made, I was just messing around. It has English backwards. It's so weird. Now, I didn't take any time on this. I just recorded the sample, put it together. I didn't put any time on it. I'm not trying to make it sound like anything. This is weird. Well, this is a cool song, right? Where was it at? It was at almost 420. Hold on. It's right here. I heard you had a cigarette, and then it turned into 420. Right as it was going to 420, it said, I heard you had a cigarette. And when I did this song, I was just at the Whole Foods. I tried to get I'm not even done with it. I was hearing Amber's voice, and she was like, just get me a sample to show me now. Just finish it so I can listen to it right now. And so I hurried up and did it, and then it just said, Amber, you know we had one. Are you fucking kidding me? It just said, Amber, you know we had one? Listen. What? It says, Amber, you know we had one. But what was I saying? Packing on the right of him. And then that flip backwards is, Amber, you know we had one. Packing on the left of me. And that was, Amber, we had one. Amber, you remember we had one. Now it said definitely something. What? That's weird. Definitely. How could I say definitely? So I said packing on the right of him. Amber, remember we had one. Packing on the right of him. It said he was there, and then what? He was there, he was older. Holy fucking shit. What? And then it said, we called him with a cigarette or something as it was turning into 420. It didn't sound like at that time. What did I say it was supposed to say? I'm like, he was there as older. He was smoking a cigarette as it went to 420. The hell? That's weird. So I was just explaining what happened in the dream. Packing on the right of him. He was packing on the left of me. And then I flipped those backwards because I just had some extra stuff. I just thought I might as well see what it sounded like. And then I just, I ran out of time and I just did it for you. So check this out. What's this? Now this is really weird. Listen to this part. It said, stop using meth. And then you know that he something. What? What is that he saw? Is that what I said? It said, stop doing meth. He, what? Uses it? That was so weird. What was that you saw? Stop doing meth. Or Or stop using meth. Stop using meth. And then what? That's weird. What? Sorry. What a dumb song, right? I was just like joking around, you know? It said, I'll send that to you at 7:45. It said, yeah, I'll send it after you. And then right there I said, colonies, bending time. And then that backwards is what? Stop using meth. You know what you saw? Or something like that? Stop using meth. What the hell? Sorry. That's weird. Colonies bent inside. Okay. Stop using meth. I'm sorry. I'm trying to hear what the hell that is. Stop using meth, and then something right after that. Stop using meth, or else he blah 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 something. What? Sounded like he's not a snail, or like he's a snail. He's a snail, but get off it. He's a snail, but get off it. This is weird. I'm sorry. It's okay. So that was the theme of both of the dreams that I had. Okay, so I wouldn't have used it ever again. I was actually drug-free for like a year, and I had diarrhea the whole time. And I tried Suboxone, and it didn't work. And then it worked on like the third day or something, but I did speed because I was, and so I don't know if it was because of Suboxone it needed to be in my system for a couple days before it started to work, or if it was the speed, but I finally had solid shit. And you know, like, I got off everything for almost a full year, besides like Kratom. I did a little bit of that for just a couple of months, but it wasn't much. And so I only did it to have solid shit. And, you know, I would just get like Adderall from the doctor once in a while or something. Like, I don't want to be on it all the time. I absolutely hate it. So it's not like something I would have a problem with. But I actually hate it. I just, what am I going to do? Because, I had diarrhea the last time I tried to stop it. But, that sucks. So, but I know I'm going to get off it completely. Especially, like, when I'm ready to have kids or whatever. But, so, as soon as I contact people, I'm going to be getting help. I know this is definitely true. I'm not crazy. The videos I just barely made went perfectly, but the sound wasn't working. So I just have to add the sound. But it was for the news station to introduce my pre-death funerals or whatever. It actually went perfectly. I used dice. And so I can try to contact any celebrity, any person. It must be for pre-death funerals, because they'll give me, like, artists and stuff do it too. They'll give me whatever color I ask for in location I ask for, whatever. And the next thing I come across, and names of people and places have been responding to me since I was born, starting with Fullerton, full ER ton. And my mom gave birth to me as she was sitting down. All of the people I've come across my whole life, their name had to do with what was going on when I met them. Like, the last person I met, his name was named Fresh. And I met him at the bar. And it was right as he was done with his drink. I asked him his name, and he said Fresh. And then I was like, that's funny. Are you going to refresh something? I didn't actually believe it. At that guy, I kind of wondered, maybe somebody, paid him to do that so that they could have a record that, so that I could get caught for paying somebody to do that or something like that for whatever reason, somebody trying to mess me up. And I considered that, but you'll find that it's definitely real. There's no way, because I've lived a full life, and everybody did it. Everybody. So I'm going to make a list on my blog, the one about the names. I'm going to show every single person, and you can verify it yourself. I am so sick of waiting for Palm B. I've been in my fucking car. I am totally freezing my ass off right now. Seriously. Don't think that I want to be here going through this. Dreaming about a child is totally freaking me out. I'm feeling trapped, and it means that she must be good to me. She must be willing to be honest and mono, because there's no way I would have her otherwise. No way. Does that mean that she was blocked or something, though? Or maybe she wasn't doing anything bad. I don't know. Sorry. But how could she possibly be ignoring me still with everything that's gone on? It has to be, a huge mistake by maybe the Mormon church or something. I don't know. Maybe somebody's like, oh, he's using drugs. We have to block him. Something stupid. That would be really evil. But it seems to be her work. That's right. It seems to be her work. I don't know. Mythic. Because, how could she possibly miss that? But it seems like maybe somebody had to have paid her. Or maybe she was following me and trying to get me to meet up with her. Because what she was doing was totally following my blog and stuff. It was obvious that she was trying to hook up with me. So what the fuck am I supposed to do? Anyways, it's totally messed her up. She wouldn't have gotten on that medication for depression and anxiety. That's definitely real. That messed her up. What the hell? But I just want her to send me away. But, I mean, but I had a dream about her son. What the hell? Actually, I figured out that I have found more than one son. And I responded to myself telling me that there was a girl, too. That's weird. That's weird. It would make sense that it's her, though. Because of my childhood, there was Amber Entertainment with me and my friend. I wouldn't get a job unless I was able to do Amber Entertainment in my work. That was what I worked on all the time. And then Springs of Countrywood? It's called Springs of Countrywood? That was where I would have thought about her the most. Or the Echo? That's so weird. Because of the people that I would choose to imagine in my head looked like her. And in my head, I was always doing it because I felt bad for them. Oh my God. That's weird. I mean, not because I felt bad for them, but because I didn't want to choose the prettiest girl. Because I just felt like this girl deserved it. And so that echo was always coming from the future. Just because she deserves it. Like, it wasn't because I thought she was the prettiest and stuff. But that's not really true anymore. Because it's spiritual. Because it went to my childhood. Anyways, CuteBot just booted me out of Discord. So I am, like, shocked. What the hell? I'm possibly really scared. Like, what? Was she, like, going on dates with people? We would be totally rich right now if she met me already. That's so stupid. I should have just used the famous... I was trying to test her to see if she would, like, if she was a gold digger. I didn't want her to... You know what I mean? This is so stupid. I should have just done the famous thing from the beginning. Without even explaining any of the stupid science. That was a total waste. That was a complete mistake. I'm sorry I did that. Anyways, I'm really sick of doing this. I need to stop making songs, wasting my time on that, and actually just contact people. I'm going to start a new radio station that is Deep Stare. I'm going to start a new Deep Stare radio station, and everybody that gives us permission, I'll Deep Stare their songs, and then they'll tune into a new radio station, and it'll be the first one that surrounds them in their car, and it's going to do huge, of course, because nobody's ever heard that before. It's like how my songs are. I'll do it for everybody, all the musicians that let me play their songs. I'll just alter them legally by them. They'll give me permission and I'll do it. And that sounds like a wonderful idea. And I'll do pre-death funerals. And I will do my celebration. The 16th September celebration. And that'll be fun. And that's pretty spiritual, what this woman did to me. What I experienced, all of it's true. I didn't lie about anything. Even after I pass the lie detector tests, I'm going to keep taking them so that people know I wasn't, like, paying people or whatever to say that, I didn't lie when I did or something like that. So I guess it's always the opposite could be true too, because, I mean, if it's true that she's been blocked this whole time, then that could be somebody with a lot of money trying to make sure that, I never am able to reach her. And that scares me too. But you witness that it's real. You witness that it's real with me. So I would rather you come to me and we can do it together so that you could, prove something on your side instead of feeling like I'm totally worthless and being stepped on and being used, and it just feels horrible, Like, I was documenting everything so that I could show people what they were doing, because it was definitely affecting them, and I just felt like, would that be wrong if I didn't let them know what they were doing? Possibly, So they just deserve to know. What would you do if somebody was keeping that secret and was like, like, of course, because what if those girls had boyfriends or something? Like, they needed to know so they could go, hey, stop doing that. Or whatever, I don't know. Because I don't know if it's wrong or not. Because I don't know if the girl has a boyfriend or whatever. Because, it's pretty extreme what they were doing. My music must become, like, ridiculously famous for that to happen to our language. That's crazy. And the Arabic language doing that, responding to me, that's so crazy. You've seen that, I'm guessing. The proof that I was mistaken as Gabriel the angel or whatever. Gabriel the angel. Yeah, I'm not him, but I understand, but I believe that it'll be easy to prove that Muhammad thought that I was Gabriel the angel, because I found out that he talked to the birds, and so I thought about all the things, all the ways to try to give him advice so he wouldn't kill himself without speaking the same language. Thought of all the ways to do it. And then from the timing of what he did when I looked into it, let me know that he actually somehow was aware of what I did. And so I must have went to him in my sleep. Anyways, look at this though. Will allow, it's like smoking. And then on the bottom it says, below my neck. So this came from a video I made. It was like one of those out of the blue videos. I was talking about Muhammad and what he would likely have done if people had a homosexual problem or something. He probably would have, he probably would have asked them to fix it with, magic trick shows with layers or something instead of killing them. So fails fag go is below the neck. And then it's greater than on the fails fag side. And then it's less than on the go away, I guess. And then, so ill log, that's actually what's wrong with me right now. And then lie all, ill, see right, fails, smell fails. So that was tripping me out about ill because of the dairy. The IL is coming from Indian languages and Arabic languages to warn me of dairy and how it kills people everywhere. And the lie all has been warning me that my thoughts are always coming from the brain tissue down there and stuff like that. It's like down there. It's not ever me. And there was garbage and stuff to the east of me. So it was waking me up to that, like to never always measure my thoughts, never trust them. And then Islam was seemingly agreeing with me that the thou shalt not kill is a bit harsh, and there might be a better way to do it or whatever. And then there was the gill on the where the woman's at. And I see all this stuff. I just use the translator, the Google translator, and I put it there. I didn't like move it around to make it look like to fit anything or whatever. I just did it. I tried to center it, every time. But anyways, ill, and then where my left ear is, like leave all, here to leave all, heard left all. That's funny. And then will allow, it's smoking. So funny. Weird. And then maybe that has to do with the ill logs. Because that honestly is why it's horrible though. I need to get a doctor so I can do Adderall because I don't want to do anything illegal. And then lol. What is that? Lol. And then the Jew bird thing, and it goes to the lady's armpit. I thought that meant stinky. It means that somebody ate bird, and the birds can't tell the difference between Jew and an Arabic kosher person. The birds just, chew rhymes with shoe, rhymes with Jew. That's all they know. They don't really know. So it seemed like it was warning me about that. And then, so yeah, that's really interesting. But obviously, people really want me to be found and not to remain lost. And that would be why that show, The Highlander, I was using some of their pictures for my website, Tweeting 20s, I was considering it, but I guess I'm not going to anymore. But because of the idea of the Highlander being like 400 years old and stuff is really cool. But it's actually real that what brought us here is over 1 million years old and we haven't died yet. And that's amazing. And that's why I feel like it's so important to have children right now. Because it's finally so much more worth it. And to think of what we suffered through to get here is pretty extreme. Like we may have, been in dungeons and stuff. And like even if the child was a loser, at least they'd still have Warcraft or something, right? But yeah, that's really cool of all the stuff that's available now. And I know I would be a really good dad. And I know I'm really, really excited to have a family. I'm actually been... Okay, I'll stop. But yeah, that's pretty weird. So Los Angeles, so Hollywood, I was with my friend Holly when I may have first came across the word Hollywood. She might have been the person I watched my first movie with. That might be true. I might have watched a movie with Holly and we covered our eyes whenever it was a naughty part. And that's pretty cool. So Hollywood. That's funny. It must have been something with Daryl. I don't remember what it would have been. Actually, I think I remember the first movie I ever watched was with my dad. It was like a taxi movie with Mr. T. And I remember there were boobs in it, and I had to look away. I don't remember what it was, though. But maybe it was actually with Holly first. I don't know. That's weird, though. But my car broke down. All the names are responding to me. And her last name is the street name. But it might be one letter off, and that letter would be D. And so what the hell would that be? So Palmby, I thought she was proposing to me at Riverside, and the letter R's were weapons, and in one hand it was a phone, and the other hand it was a mouse, and she laid them down to propose to me. And then if you take away the letter R's, it's I've sighed. But if that letter D is extra, I've sided. That's weird. And then that would be like contact, because that girl would help me contact somebody that would give us money right away, just for nothing, because of just helping us out because a miracle's happening, right? But I know that they would help me out. So, anyways, that's obvious. I don't want, like, you know, I don't think I'm like, I don't want like more than one wife or something ridiculous. That actually makes me not want that girl if she's into girls for real. Like, if she can't like be mono, then I'm not gonna want her. And I don't know how to explain those dreams. But I mean, there are ways to trick people. I know I was already shown one of those ways when my sister told me that I was screaming in the middle of the night like it was a nightmare. But I remember that dream I had. I was expected to go down on all these women. And there was like a bunch of them. And she was saying that I was screaming out, "Don't do it, Jenny, don't do it." To my sister. Well, yeah, because I was like having to do that. That's funny. Well, anyways, and she told me that, and I had a dream where there was this, I don't want to say who, there was this lady, and she was kind of open, you know, open-minded or whatever, and she was really clean. Her lady parts were really clean, and then I was expected to like give it to her, and then I couldn't see her face, but I knew who it was. And then, because she was looking the other way, it's like I knew who it was, but she looked away while I was actually making love with her. And that was to show me what my sister would see. Because my sister, like a couple days later, told me that she had a dream and there was our brother in it and that he had sex with her. And I asked her, and then I knew that that wasn't real because of finding out about doppelgangers and stuff. So I was asking her, "Did you see his face?" And she was like, "No." And then she described it, and it was exactly what happened to me. So the lesson of the dreams that we were having, I was expected to go down on all these people and stuff, me and Rowdy Piper were doing it. And she actually thought that she was my brother, but it was actually the Rowdy Piper. Because it was teaching us about STDs. And it actually might be real that Fork girl, maybe, sure, we don't have a sexually transmitted disease, but because of her going to her friend being whatever, that girl in Seattle, then we've already slept with the same people or whatever, right? Through my last girlfriend in Portland. And so that might be part of it, because I was having dreams of her, and that was really weird. While I was having dreams of her, she actually posted a cat burger on her shirt, and herself crawling in a tunnel. And there was an album that came out called The Tunnel, and it was my girlfriend's tunnel. And it had, on the copy that I had, it showed the baby that we lost. And that was the only one that got that copy. And this guy actually wrote a song about her in 1999, which is supposed to be impossible. He actually did that to my friend that kept his lighter in a freezer too. She wasn't like a stalker, but she had a crush on him. And she went to London and went out on a date with him, I guess. But anyways, but she had a crush on him, and she asked him to release a song about strawberries in his next song. And she wrote him she sent him the wrong letters on purpose so that he would remember her name by having to send it back. And so that by writing it down, he would remember her name. Genius girl. And it worked. He remembered her name the next time he toured. And then in the song, and it was way before this happened, it said, the Strawberry song, it said, "He even knows her name." And then she used to sing a song dark cloud, my only dark cloud. You make me happy when the skies are gray. And that song that he made is called Lady Sunshine. But it was the opposite of sunshine because it was loving the dark cloud. And that's what she used to be known as in the goth scene. But there was no way that he could have known this. He responded to us. He had dreams of us. That's how. And so I do the same thing as him. I measure my thoughts while I'm working. And that's how I believe I found my children. And I believe that a person can choose the gender of their child by doing that. Like if I didn't want a boy or something first, then we don't do it, right? I was having a panic attack because of not knowing who this girl was and thinking that she would cheat on me or that she wasn't honest or that she was like, I don't know, dating for money or something embarrassing. I don't know. Because I definitely made her famous. So I found when I went out with my last girlfriend to the Rasputina concert and they changed the lyrics from life to wife, and they had her wear a white dress with a sign that said Silent Angel. When this happened, on my way there, I was acting like a psycho. I put a purple dot on my head and I was pointing at her refrigerator. And I've been having a dream of Palm Beach refrigerator. In the future, in this vintage home, upstairs somewhere. Like, we just put it up there because we just wanted to get it out of the way. I don't know. And it was up there for like a really long time. But, or maybe it was a different fridge. I don't know. But anyways, with this, because of the roses on that picture, and I'm like pointing at it, and because of the last Pink Dots album that has amber on it, and there are those triangle on the necklace, the triangle things, was representing like the people on Twitch or whatever. And then the thing that she said, because she told me she was going to remain shingle for me, which was that spiral design thing on the shingle thing. And that was in the green. And that was supposed to be remaining shingle for me. But, I mean, I don't want her if she's sleeping with other people. But I would like to get that kiss, though. But there's no obligations. And I kept saying that. And so that song, In Search of a Rose, is really special because of that white dress that she wore on the November 1st, which is a day of darkness on TikTok, which shows on the 9th, my birthday, on my way to go to the girl I was going to stay with her. I already made her a Home Depot song. And what stopped me was I heard the voice of Palm Bee, and she was telling me, if you do that, then you have to stop following me, and you can never check me out again. I was like, oh, really? Okay. Dang, so I have to go. And I was like, wait, don't. And I was like crying, and I was like, and she's like, check my TikTok. And then she was like, it showed me the day of darkness, and she was like, never want to see you, blah, 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 go away. And so what she did was talk me into deleting a certain video I was going to share. And so I deleted it. And then she told me to check my birthday. And then I did that. And then I was like, whoa. And she's like, and then I heard her voice, and she was telling me that actually says yes if you turn around and go to Portland right now. And I was like, because you wanted to wait until we got a house before we had kids anyways. I was like, well, what the hell? And she did a Home Depot commercial. It was on my birthday, the day of wood. And so the girl that I was last with, and this happens to me because I'm not a slut. It's very spiritual. The last girl I was with, both of us were praying to water a jug. Actually, maybe she wasn't praying to water, I was. But she didn't want a child, I did. I was praying to water. She was we were both praying to a jug. Mine had water in it. That was, she called it the goddess statue. And, wow, it's incredible. So 2 years before we met, before I even knew about her, before I was friends with her on Facebook or knew she existed. So that's pretty cool. And anyways, so I found out that she was the first naked person I saw in my sleep as a child. She had the same birthmarks and stuff. And the guy's name of that statue, the Golda statue that she prayed at, Joseph Szymanski, had to do with the first dream I had of her as a kid where she was naked because she was going up a ski lift. And she had an umbrella, which was supposed to wake me up to marrying her right away so it would save my child. But I didn't do it, and she snuck out so we didn't do it. And so I left her, and she conned her mom to get money by calling me a monster and making up the story that I owed her money and that she couldn't get it back because I was abusive. And so she was frightened of going to jail for lying to the court. So she tried to convince everybody on Facebook that I was a stalker, monster, all this stuff. And so I believe that she actually did it to cut me off of Amber. And so the people on Facebook that did that to her, that was because they were jealous. Seriously, don't buy it. It's all totally bullshit. It's all fake. All of those people, if you actually check where it came from, none of them have proof, and all of them will feel totally stupid, and they'll go, oops. All of them. Except for that one girlfriend. I was never anything. They're all just making up stuff. I did get really annoyed that I was getting special treatment from having makeup and stuff, and I was seeing them being really mean to people, like copying and pasting a conversation with somebody that'd be like, he'd just be like trying to say hi, and then she'd be like, look at this loser, girls, like, you know, he actually tried to talk to me. And then I was just like, whoa. I was waking up to, whoa, if I did that, she wouldn't have done that to me, you know? So I was just like, I hate them. I'm just going to start to weed them. And so I just started to do things like I made a post that was making fun of Trump, but using keywords that made it look like I was a Trump supporter and just stuff like that. I wouldn't say anything bad about anybody behind their back. I just won't do that. I guess I did that a little bit with Mark because I thought he was reading when I was writing, but he's the only person. Anyways, so that's all. So yeah, I've been dreaming about our son, and Cutebot just kicked me out of her thing, and it was saying that I was crazy. Wow, that's messed up. Well, guess what? They have to let Palm B know what's going on. Like, it seems like, has Cutebot hacked her? Is Cutebot owning her computer? Is she, like, deleting her emails from the other side? Because, I mean, how is it possible Amber doesn't know? Well, anyways, this guy, this last album shows Amber on the cover, and then it shows what looks like me hanging out where the mouth is located. And the earring on the left side, the arrowhead, that's Jill, the girl that I put in my blog. And so it's her that you left watching Jill, and I did. And then there's a tear drop there. And so that makes her happy, right? I guess. But does she even know about me? And so that fits this song, In Search of a Rose. I found you crying outside on the wall of Devil's Well. And that would mean Facebook. So it's saying to reach out to her on Facebook. And that's where the Watchers would be in that show Highlander, where they had that special tattoo. That means they're a watcher watching the Highlander. So on Facebook, it says that I'm from Highland. So they're trying to let me know that Palm B, there are people that are watching me, but they're not interfering. So they're letting me know that I'm not being blocked. And to contact people and to get this Palm B to know what happened. It's seriously important. So, I mean, all of this is real. I need help. I need people to actually do this. I haven't been trying to contact people, so I need to do this. I need help. What's been going on with me is an absolute miracle. I've actually proved it that this tapestry, this medieval tapestry, I participated in creating it in the past. Absolutely amazing.